let's learn a little bit about him. Hey, Young, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, and nice to meet you, all of you. What's up?
How's it going, man?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you working out of your office today?
Yeah, I'm working my office, and
did you take some time out to do a presentation? You want to tell us a little about the company or?
Oh, there's a presentation.
Oh, there you go. Wow, nice.
I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for the presentation.
All right, well, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm really glad to represent Abilix to introduce our second version Krypton Series robot and our developing project. This is control robot system, which is I and my colleague is working on it for a recent time. And maybe many of you have be familiar with our Krypton Series robot. However, have you know that we have published our second version Krypton Series robot? Today, let me introduce them. For our second version Krypton Series robot, we totally have 5 types of kit. They are Krypton 0, Krypton 2, Krypton 4, 6, and 8. And the number of components in each kit have raised significantly compared to the first version of Krypton Series robot. If you check the components number between second version of Krypton 4 and the first version Krypton 6, you will find the new Krypton 4 even has 127 more components and one more motor and sensor than the first version of Krypton 6. The same kit of second version Krypton Series robot has more sensors and motors than the first version Krypton Series robot, which means the users or the children can build, they can find more possibilities of their robot to finish different purpose of task or mission. After we have an overall view of Krypton Series robot, let's see what kinds of parts does the Krypton Series robot have. Krypton Series robot have many have many kinds of parts. All these parts could be divided into building block parts and electronic parts according to function. Building block parts could be classified as structural parts, connection parts, and transmission parts. Electronic parts consists of sensors, actuators, and a controller. Except the variation on the number of components, the controller of Krypton 0 and Krypton 2, which is Brain D, have been upgraded. The new Brain D can connect to the mobile device and PC by the network established by its own hotspot, which is much more stable and easier to connect than the first version of Brain D, which is connected by the public's Wi-Fi. And since the Brain B is quite a mature product, we didn't make any change on it. And then let me talk about the actuators. And by using actuators, robots can move or even affect the surrounding environment by make some voice or moving something. Furthermore, since there are position sensor in each motor, users can set how many turns the motor rotates, which will make the robot move and stop accurately. And let's see the final part of the electronic parts is the sensor, which is sensor. Sensor, as we all know, it's it can help the robot to detect the surrounding environment, and we have totally 5 external sensors for the Krypton Series robot: a grayscale sensor, touch sensor, color sensor, ultrasonic sensor, and a camera. In controller Brain B, which is for the Krypton 4, 6, and 8, It also has 3 built-in sensors: the compass, the gyroscope, and the microphone. And the camera is only included in the Krypton 6 and the Krypton 8. The camera should connect to the camera port in the brain B. If you connect the camera to the other port, it will not work. By using these sensors comprehensively, we can design and build different kinds of robots for different purposes, and which will enrich the project. We can teach we can lead our children to construct, and during the process of construction, they will learn some knowledge and the basic information about our world, like the in physics and computer science. After that, the second part and the second big part is the building block parts. We have structural parts. Structural parts is our structural parts is made by plastic, but it's tough enough to strong enough to support the entire robot body. And we have connection parts. It is used to connect different kinds of structural parts. And finally, I want to pay more attention on transmission parts. And for transmission part, it can use to transmit the power from the motor or our hand. They can also be used as the joint of robot with the different kind of gears. The output power's direction from the motor could be changed. We can use these gears to speed up the runs per minute, the RPM, and we can amplify the torque, which can to drag more heavier things. And this can be with these transmission parts, our robot could be powerful enough to do such a big project, just like the system I want to introduce in the later. This is the control robot system. Okay, and here is our Krypton application and the software. We have 2 software on our PC, which is Abilix Chart and Abilix Scratch. Abilix Chart uses flowchart to program, and Abilix Scratch uses the command Scratch to program. So that means the children do not need to have any background knowledge about programming or coding. They can just drag the chart or the command Scratch to make a program, and which will be which means our Krypton series robot is a good beginning for children to understand the how to program and the concept of some algorithm to finish the to how to configure with data and so on. And our mobile device app, we have Abilix Krypton, which can be downloaded both in iOS App Store and the Google Play. It has mainly 4 functions, which is Meet Krypton, project programming, chart, and Scratch. Chart and Scratch is quite familiar with the Abilix Chart and Abilix Scratch, just the programming on the PC. I want to focus on the Meet Krypton and project programming. The Meet Krypton is kind of like an instruction that will lead a new user to get familiar with our sensors, motors, and the controller one by one. And for the project programming, we offer many demo projects that with animated 3D building manuals. So children can build these demo projects following by the building manuals and program with it programmed it with offered program blocks. And after this, after users or children finish some projects in the project programming, they will get some experience which can help them to design and construct their own robot. Okay. So as we all know, our company is holding for the WR contest, and in our for our contest, the Krypton 6 and the Krypton 8 has enough great skill sensors to join in to complete the mission or task in the contest, which means since we can see um, on our contest map there is a black line, and if we want to the robot to follow in the line to get to the um, specific position, 5 skill sensor is necessary to. Okay. Here is the last part of my speech is about what we are doing now, the disease control robot system. As we all know, we are suffering the COVID-19 virus crisis all over the world. Hospitals from all over the world are filled with patients who have suspicious symptoms and wait for further diagnostic confirmation. Doctors and the nurses are often overwhelmed by physically and mentally daunting tasks. To help the healthcare improving the efficiencies and this intelligent medical system was designated and implemented. We want to make an automatic system integrating a patient delivery robot, isolated waiting room, nucleic detection, symptom diagnosis, and prescription information processing, and pharmacy dispensing, which we hope this kind of model could reduce the risk of reduce the risk of infections in the hospital. And here is our video for it. Okay. Could you see the video? I mean, let me see.
It's not playing.
Well, only have a couple minutes, so
Okay.
you might want to go move on.
Oh, there
you
it
go.
Yeah, here is our.
We can go for about one more minute, Young.
Oh, just let me start right here in the. Yeah, here is our what we are doing now in the. Okay. Yeah, we in our design, the patient who have just arrived to the hospital will be sent to the isolated waiting room, which is here, and then the robot will take the patient to do the nucleic detection here, and if the patient doesn't caught COVID-19, they will be sent to the general clinic. If someone has got caught the COVID-19, they will be sent to the symptom detection. After that, we will get to, based on the symptom, we have different kinds of pharmacy dispensing, and the medical robot is the blood of whole system. That's what we are doing now. We hope we can have a stable and stable program, right, that we are working now. And here is the picture. For this one, we use our new product, the SK series robot, which is based on the Krypton series. It has 3 types of controller, and which can support more than 10 sensors. Which can support more than 10 kind of sensors. And yeah, that's all. Maybe I just used so many times. And if you have any question, you can email me to my mailbox, young@abilix.com. So that's all. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you very much. Really good stuff. Again, trying to do great things in this pandemic. It's causing lots of people to think and be very innovative. So we appreciate that, Young. Thank you so much for being with us. Well, boys and girls, we are in our